Hi everyone. Today we talk about this TEAC compact disc player model number CD-P650. It's was production from 2010 to 2012 by the TEAC Japan, and this was their high-end model uh, because of several things. So when I read about it, I was after it, and finally I got my hands on it. So the main feature with this is a very good build quality also, and this can also play MP3. But all the Chinese CD players nowadays, they can also do it. That's not the important. What is important that you can also connect the USB device and you can record from CD to USB uh, directly in the MP3 format, and it will let you to record on uh, features vice versa. So if you wanted to to record from your music from USB to rewritable CD drive, you can do also, and it allows you two speeds. You can do that, and uh, you will be also able to select the bit rate from 64, 96, 120 or 192 kilobyte per second to meet the needs of virtually any recording requirements. Basically, of course, MP3 is the compress sort of technology which make more space. So while doing it, a lot of data is lost and the quality will be reduced. But normal ear with the normal audio set might not figure it out. But the dedicated listener would find out that the music copied in the MP3 format lack in something, the detail. So that's not my favorite thing. Uh, I prefer low loss technology, at least WMA formats, which is Microsoft Windows based, AAC, which is Apple format. Those are more wider acceptable format to record better music. But if you uh, wanted to have a device with a good build quality, and without computer, you wanted to record your music on the USB, from USB a hard drive into the CD. With this CD player, you can simply do that. Apart from that, the build quality is very amazing. So in the front end, you have standby on button, you have the headphone out with the volume control, the level. So basically you can listen through the headphones also and adjust the volume control. And this is the input select of the music, either CD or USB. This is the record button one, and this is just to eject the CD out and play, pause, and the next track, forward and reverse, so on and so forth. But it's a very well built uh, quality CD player, quite heavy and sturdy, and this was produced in Vietnam. If you can see this serial number, and it has a gold plated RCA out connectors, which are very important. uh, so this is for the analog output line level, and this is the remote control. You can use a single or the system means if you have other TEAC devices like amplifier and cassette player or any other devices, you can connect through or plug through. Also, it has a digital out through the optical cable through this one. So it doesn't have a coaxial out, but it doesn't matter. Optical is even better than coaxial. So and other important aspect why I was after this, not only the capability of recording the CDs and the USBs. This can be done in several ways, but because of the DAC chip take use in that, and we go to that shortly. The important aspect apart from the DEC chip, I was very curious about this. Not only this plays MP3 through the USB, but also if you have lossless audio files recorded in a WMA format, which is Windows, it can also play those, and AEC because it has a iPod interface, and Apple use AAC format, which is also very wider format than the MP3. So it's not just restricted to MP3. What we are restricted with the MP3, the recording feature only. So that sort of firmware they have built in, which only supports recording in the MP3 format, but it can play back WMA file and AAC file, even if they are recorded on the USB, a hard drive, or on the CD. It will play. And the display is also very good. Basically, it's a dot matrix fluorescent display, very common of the products made in that era also. And the headphone jack I already mentioned. It has a 6.30 millimeter headphone jack, which is common standard for the high quality headphone with a volume control. And it also comes with the infrared remote control, which is the standard feature basically. Regarding the TEAC chip I was mentioning, so the TEAC has used PCM1791A Burr Brown DEC chip, which is very high-end DEC chip, and mostly it's nowadays used in the audiophile CD players, and it's also used as an analog to digital to analog conversion kits. That's very famous converter, renowned for its fidelity, faithful audio reproduction, and excellent THD plus N and dynamic range characteristics. So if you listen something which is converted through that DEC chip, it is as closer to the old Philips TEAC TDA DEC chips, but the old Philips TDA DEC chip has a lower bandwidth. This has a wider bandwidth, so it can support the CDs which are recorded in the SACD format, where the TDA DEC chip couldn't handle that properly. And so this basically, if you have SACD, this compact displayer will play that. Even though they did not mention in the documentation, but I have tried, it worked very fine due to PCM1791A Burr Brown DEC chip. That's very excellent. And we also go through to see the circuitry inside, because I see the schematic. It has a very excellent circuitry in the filtration circuit. And let's talk about also, we talk about playing music through USB and WMA file, but through the iPod digital audio output feature, which is supported through here, can be plugged with the iPad and the USB device directly over there. And when you just plug in, then it will just immediately, the AAC format files will be playback through the interface and directly feed into the PCM1791A Burr Brown DEC chip. So that digital input directly converts and amplified to the higher quality audio than possible with a conventional analog connection. So if you are just putting that into the analog feed, that some of the quality will be lost. But if you feed it there, if you have AAC lossless music stored in your iPod or iPhone or iPad, I would advise you that you feed through the USB, because then it will be directly plugged into circuitry into the DEC chip, and you will not lose anything. Output uses the PCM format at 44.1 kilohertz at 16-bit oversampling, which is excellent, by the way. Nowadays we have CD players with the 32 and 64-bit oversampling also, but for normal audio files, that's I think is overkill. Up to 32-bit is fine with most digital input devices, but this does only to the 16-bit. So it's the Burr Brown DEC chip is twice capable of Philips TDA DEC chip. That's very important also. And also the program Playback, up to 32 tracks. You can shuffle, playback, and repeat. Single, all, program A to B. You can select with the remote control to play your music. Now I think we'll open it because I personally wanted to see the circuitry they have built in. A piece of advice: don't open any electronic or electrical device by yourself unless you are not experienced and educated in electronic or electrical field, because of the safety precautions. And always disconnect power cable while you do it, but I advise not to do it. Opening is a very straightforward. Basically it has a two Phillips screw on the side, and it has 1 2 3 4 on the back side, and then afterwards you can just plug it open. So it has excellent circuitry, especially this the main power unit. So they have used a transformer, and afterward transformer is going to through the filtration circuit, and they have done it through the ICs to regulate the several different voltage for the circuit and the preamp also, and also to feed this CD tray circuitry as well. And here also you have another small transformer with the 4 diodes. You can see here as a bridge rectifier, and it's filtered with this electrolytic capacitor. So basically they have used 2 power supplies, one for 5 volt and other is for the 12 volt to support different circuitry. And you can see they have put a toroid cores. Is a filter for the AC to remove the harmonics. That's very excellent. With this small toroid cores, if you can make a few turns on the toroid core, it removes the pulsation of alternating current, which is 50 hertz, or in some countries 60 hertz. So then you remove the risk that AC alternating currents pulsation or oscillation can go further into circuit. So they have done with this one. And not only this, if you see the circuit from here, they also use the toroid cores on this one. So they make sure that when the main control unit, which is in front, send all the oscillations, so it should not be just getting into the circuit unwantedly and amplified and pick up with the sound in the pre-stage. So in order to avoid, first of all, they use the coaxial sort of cable, shielded cable, and on the top of that, which is the braid is to the earth connection, and they use the toroid cores to remove any oscillation. And also if you see when it's coming pick up from the optical sensor, the data is going to the circuit here, and this is by the way the DEC chip which I was talking about. This is the heart of digital to analog conversion. Maybe I can try to zoom in for you. I hope you can see it. So this is the DEC chip, which is very excellent, and it's used in the high-end audiophile CD players mostly, and they have used it. Here you have the logic circuit basically controlling the software and to all those features. So this circuit here is digital to analog conversion, and then it's going pre-out, and this is a small pre-amplifier over there they put, and it's going through the analog output, and also when it's coming digitally, so it's going directly to the optical output there. These are the remote connection for our matter. I don't think it's very important unless you have the other TEAC equipment to plug together with the CD player. So this is the main circuit, which is all digital to analog conversion taking place, and this is the heart and the core of excellent sound reproduction. And they have used high quality electrolytic capacitors with less tolerance, which is also good. Very nice circuit design. A lot of filtration they have done it in order to avoid any unwanted oscillation getting into the audio circuitry and get amplified and create sort of interference. Even our ear cannot hear, but it still amplifies and take the resources of the TEAC chip, you know, which is we don't want to do that in order to get very accurate reproduction of the sound which we wanted to play out. So I'm very happy because of this one. And by the way, they are still available if you wanted to buy new. Even the TEAC doesn't produce from 2012, but locally in the Europe they are still available. I was looking at the websites from 220 euros up till 349 euros on different European website, brand new. They are still selling this model. I think if you are looking for a very reliable high quality CD player, then this is the one, you know, designed in Japan, good technology. I have mentioned it. Also they have put the fuse here, which is a common practice in order to avoid the short circuit, and also a high quality relay they have used it to control the electric circuitry, so forth in the main unit. You might have seen that they have a make a separation, you see here. So okay, the some of the elements like negative positive voltage are still drawing through this part of circuit, the logic circuit, to the TEAC chip circuit, but it's ideal to make a separation in order to avoid any oscillation going further to the digital to analog conversion section. So basically it is one PCB, printed circuit board, but they make a clear separation. You can see it over there. So this circuit is entirely different, and only just it's also powered separately, and this part whole is a logic control with the EEPROM and everything to control the features and the processing of the WMA MP3 files and all those taking place at this part basically. So it has like a micro computer with the logic control, which is quite smart to play and record the music without PC. CD tray I like also. It's an excellent quality CD tray. Let's see which one it is. Yeah, this is the most common they use in also high quality CD players. And another thing, they place the CD drive in the center of the device, and that's also important. So it balances out. Some of the CD player is on the side, and because when CD is playing, it create the vibration, of course. So if it's in the center, and then the vibration equally nullified on the all 4 feet. If it's on the side, so it doesn't impact directly on the audio reproduction, but yeah, it still it creates some sort of vibration, and it might generate some if the loose connections are there and all those things between amplifier and the CD player, it might cause little bit of annoyance, which most of the case, if you use good cables, never going to happen. But I personally like that the CD tray should be in the center of the device, so the weight and the vibration got nullified equally on all 4 feet the CD player is resting. I hope you like this video, and thank you very much. We reach 100K subscriber milestone. That's amazing that a hobby channel can do that, and it could not have been done without your help and your love to the community and engaging with my content. Thank you very much. Until next time, bye bye.